Alright, you selected Thor, the Mighty Avenger. Good choice.
The God of Thunder himself.
So, here we have Thor. And this is a great figure, particularly because it uses the unused head sculpt that was shown at San Diego Comic-Con or Toy Fair, I can't remember which one, a year ago after the premiere of Thor. And the unused head sculpt I'm referring to is this one right here. And as you can see, he's not wearing his helmet. And in the head sculpt that they went with for the actual Walmart exclusive Mighty Thor 6-inch line, it had the helmet. And here we go. I was always disappointed we didn't get the unhelmeted version since he has a lot more screen time. So let's get right into the specifics of the actual figure. First of all, I guess I'll just talk about the sculpt a little bit. As you can see, it's a beautiful sculpt, but it goes without saying that this reuses most of the elements, or the entire body as a matter of fact, from the Walmart exclusive Mighty Thor figure. As you can see, they're the same thing. Now, I've noticed two differences in paint application. We see on the new Avengers Thor, and it may be kind of hard to pick up with this camera, the blue here is a little bit lighter, and the black is a little bit darker. So we get more contrast and things. Also, on the original Walmart Mighty Thor release, the boots, as you can see, are very shiny, which I actually liked a lot. And here, they're sort of dulled out, so that's a little bit of a downgrade. The other downgrade I'd like to talk about is the wash on the arms. On the Mighty Thor version, as you can see here, it's got this beautiful black wash. But here they have opted not to include it. But other than that, they're practically the same figure, aside from the head sculpt. So Brandon, why don't you talk about the head sculpt a little bit?
Okay. Of course, as mentioned before, the Walmart exclusive first movie action figure includes the helmeted head. If you've seen the Thor film, you'll know that he only wears it in the movie for about 15 seconds.
Yeah, maybe just a few seconds, just so they can say that he had it on,
yeah.
I think. Oh, I love making offensive adoption jokes. It's so offensive. Oh, people can't take a joke. Blah, 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 blah. I think it's just awful, that terrible adoption joke I made that no one else would have gotten in trouble for. Oh, I hate adopted children. I gladly accepted their money at the ticket booth this morning. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. He's adopted.
You know, it's unfortunate. When you want a movie action figure, you want it to be the best representative, and I don't mind variants that include accessories and accoutrement like that, but as long as they're variants, and this was the main Thor figure in the 6-inch line, there was no other movie figure available. So that's
Brandon,
unfortunate.
I just want to talk about the paint application for a second on this head, and I'm sure you'll agree. I mean, this is some beautiful paint application, and even though this is a good camera, it's really hard to... I'm sure it doesn't really pick up how great the paint really is.
No, not
Show
quite.
the back of the hair there and let them see this detailing. Now, when you see it with your own eye, you'll see that the paint, and as you can see, there's some shading here. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's the nicest. You know, you've got this beautiful wash going and all of that. They really outdid themselves when it came to paint applications on Thor, and it really shows. I think the nice hair was worth the loss of the wash on the arms, which I can always wash myself with Games Workshop Black Wash.
Absolutely.
So, I guess we can talk a little bit about articulation. Articulation-wise, he's really the same. Demonstrate there, Brandon.
Yes, very much so. You know, all your what you come to expect from 6-inch from Marvel Legends articulation. He's got double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. With a lot of modern 6-inch action figures, especially the ones by Hasbro, there's the hip articulation that's a sphere. A lot of people
It's
call
like
it
a ball
jointed
and a cuff
articulation, but these are more like the old Marvel Legends in that there's a flat top to the hip articulation, and that it sits flush against the top of the leg. It provides the same movement, and I actually happen to prefer this. I think it looks a little bit more natural. I think it breaks a lot less. I've had a lot more issues with ball-jointed hips than I have with this style, so I think that was a really good move.
He's got a really good ab crunch as well. There's a whole lot of range here. I mean, he can go quite a ways down and quite a ways up, so you can really bring the hammer down, as he does in the movie. And he can go side to side really well, too. So to say Thor is super articulated would probably be an understatement. He's really great. Also, something me and Brandon noticed was, as you can see, the neck has this wonderful hinge and ball combination.
Yes.
And so he can really look down, he can really look up. So, I mean, it's just great.
He can hang his head as far in shame as you want him to, or raise it in glory as high as you'd like.
Yes. I mean, seeing as how his brother is the villain in the film, ooh, how awful. So, yes, this is a wonderful figure, and it's a big improvement over the Walmart release. So I highly suggest this, and you're thinking, well, I already own this figure, but it's a different head. Well, it's really worth it, because you think about, this is the real representation of Thor from even his own solo film.
Yeah.
So this figure serves two purposes. You can't go wrong with Thor. I can't say a bad word about him.
No.
He's fantastic. 5 out of 5.
Absolutely.
Was that not awesome? How it went in slow motion? God! Alright guys, so all of the figures and every video review that you watch today will include some of these stands right here. Even Loki himself comes with an Avengers stand. These are beautiful little stands. Brandon, demonstrate how these lock together.
Okay. If you've ever played or ever saw the HeroScape miniatures game that was available from Hasbro a few years ago, I think they just discontinued it in '09 or so. But it's a great mechanism. It's a solid lock. You can put one on and it's not going to fall apart or anything. And you can create a little city street.
Now the great thing about these is they can lock in different directions as well. So that you can sort of custom build as you'd like to go. Like say here, you can get this and the A's are kind of in different areas. Or you can lock them into a circle if you want to, but it would take several. The
intent, based on the image on the packaging, is that you're supposed to create a circle to have the Avengers lined up like the now iconic shot at the beginning of the final battle in the film.
So here are the stands. They're really nice and they really plus up each of your figures, and you guys are really going to enjoy displaying your figures with these stands.
Absolutely. Something we forgot to mention during the video, the action figure stands will also stack and lock on top of each other, so if you have two or more you can stack them up.
Hulk not every time get what he want, or including Hasbro figure that's the right size.
Big and green.